Hey YouTube, welcome back. We're going to talk about the sealing trick and how you can guarantee a sealed modifier on a piece of gear. So this works because of, I guess this works in one way, and there's one way that this does not work. So we're going to talk about both of those real quick. If you want to seal a modifier, guaranteed, if you have an exalted item, like this one that you see on the screen here, an exalted item that has a tier 1 modifier on it, if you try to seal the tier 1 modifier, it will work 100% of the time. So we're going to go waste some currency so that YouTube can see this in action. We have a tier 1 622. If I do this tier 1 modifier, this will seal every single time. Okay, good. So now we have an open prefix. We can craft some vitality on it and we're good to go. We're just like, wow, look at how good my item is. So every single time that's going to work. You should know this also works if you craft on the tier 1 modifier. So let's say that I want to put like shred or something onto my item. We can craft a tier 1 item. So this is 364. We're going to craft the tier 1, and then on that tier 1 we're going to seal it, and it works 100% of the time. There is one scenario in which this does not work, and I don't have an item to demonstrate it to you, so you're just going to have to pay attention. Yeah, I know paying attention is the worst. I'll try to be clear if I can. Okay, if you have an item with an exalted modifier and a tier 1 and a tier 1, or even just one tier 2, this is not guaranteed. So I'm gonna say this verbally and hope that I can just explain it to you. If you have I'm gonna stop hovering over this. If you have a 611 and you try to seal one of the tier 1 modifiers, this is not guaranteed. Make sense? If you have a 611 and you try to seal one of the ones, it is not guaranteed. If you have a 6-1 and you try to seal the 1, it is not guaranteed. You need to have at least, this is going to be a strange sentence. You need to have at least 3 tiers of non-exalted modifiers in order for this to work. So if you have an item that has 621, these are the tiers that I'm talking about. If you have a 621, it will work every single time on the sealed modifier, or sorry, on the tier 1 modifier. If you have a 6-1, not guaranteed. 6-1-1, not guaranteed. 6-2-1, it is guaranteed. 6-1-1-1, it is guaranteed. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well? Hopefully this works. I mean, it does work. Hopefully this makes sense to you. If you have questions, you can always leave comments in the YouTube video here. This is just gonna be a nice short one. You can also drop by Twitch or YouTube or anything you want, or I guess Twitch or Discord or anything you want in order to ask more questions. We're gonna do it one more time just because I love deleting currency. So we have a, let's see, this is a 364. We're gonna craft something on here. We're gonna craft endurance threshold like this, and then we're gonna take that endurance threshold and we're just gonna seal it. So good, sounds good, excellent.